Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and this is my co-host Brandon. Welcome to the Season 4 premiere of Are We Live? Tonight, you are in for a treat. We have exciting new segments this season, including Bad Stand-Up, a dive into the world of tarot with Tarot Time, and a live musical performance to wrap things up at the end of the show.
Exciting. Also be sure not to miss our on-the-spot coverage of the campus Dick Doodler, people rating things, not dicks, out of 5 stars, and a talent show starring none other than my co-host herself. Looking forward to see what you have to show us, Elizabeth.
Well, let's not give too much away. After all, mystery is the spice of life.
Is it?
Anyways, let's get on with the show.
Allow us to introduce our first segment, Rate My Professor.
Okay, was stuck with them for 3 classes, withdrew from one, D in the other, and finally got a B+ in the last class after working my butt off. Do not take them, they literally want you to do bad. I feel like that's probably not true. I'm gonna see what they did in other classes too, I don't know. Hard to tell. D in the other, B+. Their unorganization made me anxious. I hear that a lot actually, people don't like disorganized classes, it's a mess. I don't ever do this, but I figured since I came on this website and decided to ignore everyone else, I should speak up. In my entire career as a student, I have never had a teacher try to trick students on tests. They do. I don't know if it's an ego thing, but it feels like it is. Take a different course. They seem like an okay person, but teaching, no. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. I don't like tricking people on tests. It's hard to write a good test though. They go very, 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 very fast when teaching. I think I might have added a very, I don't know. God, I kind of want to hear that though. I wonder how fast I talk when I teach. I probably talk very fast. Now I can't stop thinking about how I'm talking right now. Is this too fast? It's hard when you're in the middle of teaching. You just get caught up in it. I don't know. So hard. I like this brevity of that review. That's good. The class average on one exam was 42% in both of their sections. Enough said. I don't know. I guess I could hear more. They are the worst teacher I have ever had. Even listening to them is terrible because they have no idea how to breathe in between words or sentences. They need to slow down and think about what is coming out. They have no idea how to breathe between words or sentences. Just basic human life skills. I don't know. No comment. Why did you even come onto the site? This is called Rate My Professor. Why would you come there and just say no comment? That doesn't make any sense. There's something about them I don't like. They seem nice on the surface, but they aren't. What? How would you know? I don't know. That's not a very helpful review. Uber unhelpful. I assume that's like super unhelpful, but could be that they are an Uber driver too. I don't know. This comment was pretty unhelpful, actually. I wish I knew the stars of these things. It might be helpful to understand the reviews. Oh, that was the last one.
Welcome back to the Sleepy Time Radio Hour with your boy J-Mac. And you know we like to keep it chill here so you can sleep, grind out your studying, or kick back and vibe. But I like to keep it fresh, you know. Some new tunes that hit the soul while helping you concentrate on whatever it is you're concentrating on. Oh, hang on. We've got a caller on line 1. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, I'm having a really hard time writing this paper. Can you play something chill that'll keep me focused?
No worries, I got you. This one actually just came in the other day, and I haven't played it yet, but it's super laid back. It's perfect background music for your paper. Keep your head up and stay calm. You keep on doing your paper, and I'll provide the soundtrack to get you through. Sleepy Time Radio Hour.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for having me for some stand-up comedy. It's going to be the very best you've ever heard. Now, today, I'd like to talk about something we all know about. That's right, it's dogs. Yeah, I had a dream about dogs the other day. It killed me. And here's what I'm saying. Dogs always wagging the tail. What's the deal? What are you so excited for? You're going to eat the same thing again today? Whoa. You're going to eat the same shit again today? Your actual shit? Dogs be doing that. Whoa. And you know, another animal that gets really, really excited, it's monkeys. Oh, yeah. Come on. And I'm saying this. You know that one monkey with all the flies on its back, when the other monkeys see it, they're saying, ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Thank you for having me. That's it.
And welcome to Fredericksburg Reviewed, where the people of Fredericksburg review things. I'm Elizabeth, your host, and today, Kai and Hal, our reviewers, will be reviewing things and rating them on a 5-star scale. Let's get started.
Hey guys, today I'm reviewing Poopery. It is a before you go spray and it is a non-essential oil. The reason why I like this product so much is because when I have to go number 2, it makes me feel like number 1. Also, when there are people around, it really saves my ass. So I'm gonna have to give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Hey guys, I'm reviewing the Arizona Diet Green Tea with Ginseng. It's great because it's 0 calories, and I love it. You just have to shake. I give this a 4 out of 5 stars.
Wow.
Well, that wraps it up, folks. It looks like Poopery is crowned our winner of the week with a rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars. And Arizona Tea was not too far behind with a rating of 4 out of 5 stars. See you next week. This was Fredericksburg Reviewed, where the people of Fredericksburg review things.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eagle Update. Tonight we bring you breaking news from the University of Mary Washington College campus in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And these are today's stories. Earlier this month, campus and local police responded to a burglary that has shocked the UMW campus. When police arrived on the scene, they were shocked to discover that thieves had impressively made away with the 4-year condemned residential building, Alvey Hall. Andre the Giant and Godzilla are currently under investigation, but authorities are clear that they aren't ruling anyone out and will conduct a full investigation in the coming weeks. The police believe the suspect is also responsible for the murder of a tree located on the pathway leading up to Alvey Hall. Authorities are unsure at the moment the connection the tree might have had to the building. Local 6-year-old sketch artist Michaela McFlurry has compiled a sketch of the missing building. Authorities are asking you to call your local Fredericksburg area Crime Stoppers number at the bottom of your screen if you recognize this missing building.
As you know, Valentine's Day was last week. Maybe that Olive Garden dinner or stuffed bear from CVS didn't go over as well as you'd hoped. But there's good news. OpenTable, the popular online reservation site, has named our very own Fahrenheit 132 as one of the most romantic restaurants in America. You heard right, a local Fredericksburg eatery has made the 100 most romantic restaurants in America list. It's the time to put on some real pants and put your money where your mouth is. The restaurant, located downtown, is described as a cutting-edge steakhouse focused on creating the best food. Executive chef Jackson Flint is a Fredericksburg native and boasts dishes such as escargot, bone marrow, and other fine butcher cuts, otherwise known as steak. Remember, romance is animalistic and tastes different from regular food. Fahrenheit 132 at 318 William Street. Give them some love, and let's keep Fredericksburg in the top 100.
And now a story from our field correspondent, Cameron.
Are you sure? Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth and Brandon, for that warm introduction, and welcome, citizens of Fredericksburg. What's behind me is the terrifying sight of what can only be described as an absolutely disgraceful attack on our community. Back up. As an absolutely disgraceful attack on our community. Police have not yet found any suspects and are currently on the hunt for witnesses. Oh my God, there's one now. Ma'am, can I get a moment of your time? Who are you? Christ, back up!
6 feet back.
Can I just get a moment of your time? Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell me what you know about this?
Is that a peen?
Yes, ma'am, it is, and we're trying to find out who's responsible. Do you have any ideas, anything whatsoever that could help our investigation?
Well, I did see this guy walking around with like an eagle mask on. He was like being shifty and like, I don't know. It was weird.
An eagle mask?
Yes, an eagle mask.
Did you hear that? We have a vandal with a shtick. This is gonna be our big break. All right, citizens of Fredericksburg, you heard it here first. We have a culprit on the loose, and we will not rest until he is found. Back to you, Brandon and Elizabeth, at the studio.
Thank you, Cameron, for that startling expose. We look forward to hearing more as this story develops. And now on to some international news out of Canada. As many of you know, Canadian truckers have banded together in protest of strict COVID-19 mandates that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is imposing on the nation. The standoff between the Canadian truckers and Prime Minister Trudeau is at a climax. President of the Transformers and Truckers Association, Optimus Prime, says that Trudeau has 36 hours to lift COVID mandates and release all protesters before he, and I quote, shanks a motherfucker. As tensions rise between the Transformers and Trudeau, longtime friend of Optimus Prime, actor Shia LaBeouf, who also happened to be born in an 18-wheeler, is headed to Ontario tomorrow in an attempt to find a resolution between the two sides. From the looks, there won't be much talking, but a lot getting done up there in Ontario. How many holes? Only Shia LaBeouf knows. Thank you at home for tuning in to Eagle Update, and come back weekly for the most compelling news stories from up your butt and around the corner. For Eagle Update, I'm Brandon Payton.
And I'm Elizabeth Cardos.
Signing off.
Welcome to Basement Kitchen Cooking, the show where I try my best to make a good meal in a bad kitchen. Now today we're making pad thai. What you need for this, pad thai noodles, a protein, eggs, and a 4-ingredient sauce. First things first, we're going to boil up the pad thai noodles, we're going to drain the pad thai noodles, and we're setting those suckers aside. Second thing second, we're going to thaw the shrimp, that's what I'm using as a protein. We're going to cook the shrimp, we're going to set it aside. Third thing third, you're going to take that 4-ingredient sauce you're going to put together. It's 3 tablespoons of fish sauce, 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 5 tablespoons of brown sugar. Then we're going to beat the eggs up, we're going to scramble them, then we're putting everything back in the pan with them, adding the sauce, mix it all up, and you're ready to go. That's pad thai. Come on now. All right, let's see what the judges have to say.
I thought it was pretty good. The shrimp was really good. Well, I'm already not a huge fan of shrimp. Weird texture. It's the first time we didn't enjoy it. I didn't really care for it.
Action, and then you go.
All right.
Welcome to So Now You Know, a segment about banned books. Banning books has been a tool established to keep controversial issues away from the youth, or the peering eyes of the youth. Freedom of expression and information may be a core American value, except when it comes to racial issues, encouraging damaging lifestyles, classism, sex, violence, religion, and politics.
In a nutshell, when a book holds the mirror up too close to the good, bad, and ugly of human behavior, it may get its butt kicked out of school and public libraries. Today, we're going to let you in on Of Mice and Men, The book was written in 1937 by John Steinbeck and tells the story of George and Lenny, two migrant workers traveling through California during the Great Depression in search of work. Let's visit a scene from the book. And action.
Where are we going, George?
So you forgot that already, did you? I gotta tell you again, do I? Jesus Christ, you're a crazy bastard.
I forgot. I tried not to forget. Honest to God, I did, George.
Okay, I'll tell you again. I got nothing to do. Might just as well spend all my time telling you things, and then you forget them, and I tell you again.
I tried, but it didn't do no good. I remember the rabbits, George.
The hell with the rabbits. That's all you can ever remember is them rabbits. Okay, now you listen this time, and you got to remember so we don't get in no trouble. You remember us going to Murray and Reddy's, and they give us work cards and bus tickets?
Oh, sure, George. I remember that. I ain't got mine. I must have lost it.
You never had none, you crazy bastard. I got both of them here. Think I'd let you carry your own work card? What'd you take out of your pocket? What's in your hand?
I ain't got nothing, George. Honest. It's only a mouse.
A mouse? A live mouse?
Just a dead mouse, George. I didn't kill it, honest. I found it. I found it dead. I just wasn't doing nothing bad with it, George. Just stroking it.
Give it here. Blubbering like a baby. Jesus Christ. A big guy like you. That mouse ain't fresh, Lenny. And besides, you broke it petting it. You get another mouse that's fresh and I'll let you keep it a little while. You remember where we're going now?
I forgot again.
Jesus Christ. Well, look, we're going to work on a ranch like the one we come from up north. And you ain't got to do no bad things like you done in the past. You crazy son of a bitch. You keep me in hot water all the time. You just wanted to feel that girl's dress. Just wanted to pet it like it was a mouse. Well, how the hell did she know you was just wanting to feel her dress? She yells, and we got to sneak out in the dark? All the time, something like that. All the time. I wish I could put you in a cage with a million mice and let you have fun.
If you don't want me, I can go off to the hills and find a cave. I can go away anytime.
No! Look, I was just fooling, Lenny. 'Cause I want you to stay with me. Trouble with mice is you always kill them. And cut.
So it made this great American novel so controversial and unbelievable. In many of school libraries, profanity, racial slurs, the plight of a working class, negative depictions of women, and a murder and a mercy killing.
Read it while you still can. John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. So now you know.
Hey everyone, did you miss me? Oh, of course you did, who wouldn't? But anyways, welcome to episode 1 of An Eye Out for the Eagles. Today I'm here with Courtney and Elizabeth, aka my fave Elizabeth, and they are here to tell you about their struggles and problems and how they cope with them. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Courtney and I suffer from anxiety. The way I cope with it, I write music, I play video games, I do whatever makes me happy and takes my mind off of it. In public, not much I can do there, just stay quiet and don't talk. Just crop that out.
Thank you for sharing, Courtney. So, a do is definitely keep playing video games and do whatever helps you relax. It can be anything like making music or anything like that. And then a don't is just don't unblock him, honey. As much as you want to, just don't, girl.
Hey guys, I'm the Elizabeth, and I have depression. It's getting to that point in the semester where the work is piling up, things are getting hectic, and it's just hard to get out of bed in the morning sometimes. But to cope with all of that, I try to keep myself productive and schedule out my days and throw in some self-care in there, maybe some skincare, some light reading, different things to add something to look forward to at the end of the day when the depression is hitting hard. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Elizabeth, aka my fave Elizabeth. I totally understand where you're coming from with reading, self-care, and a bunch of that stuff. So I would totally recommend the reading, because reading just takes you to like another place, and like your imagination can just thrive, especially with like fantasy and stuff like that. And then for the self-care, I totally think people should do that, because self-care is totally important, especially if people focus on others more than themselves more. They really need to start focusing on themselves. So like, go buy yourself a nice dress, girl, or just go buy yourself a nice dinner. Like, you deserve it, queen. And a don't would be, don't set his car on fire, girl. Like, I know you want to, and I know he's garbage, but like, don't do it.
Hello everybody, it's that time of the night when we remember what we're thankful for with thank you notes. Now, let's see what we're thankful for this year. Thank you, fancy restaurants, for making me wish every restaurant downtown could park my car for me. Agora should start taking reservations for the cozy little tables in the back. Thank you. Thank you, February 15th. For always having the best sales on the chocolate that I buy myself every year. Thank you. Thank you, Cupid, for reminding couples to have protective sex. There's no better birth control than seeing a baby wielding a weapon. Thank you, Anna Billingsley, for giving me the incredible advice about walking like a penguin on ice. Every time I almost bust my ass on campus, I think of you. Thank you, Candy Hearts, for being the candy corn and the marshmallow peeps of Valentine's Day. Despite tasting like Pepto-Bismol tablets, you're a real icon. Thank you, Big Trucks, for salting the roads of Fredericksburg for the snow we're supposed to get in the 60-degree weather this fine February. Thank you, boxes of chocolates, for reminding us why it's a good idea to know what's on the inside before putting something in your mouths. I'll never trust you again after you made me ingest some kind of nasty pink nougat. Thank you, UC Brunch on Sundays, for giving hungover students a place to recharge. Seeing everyone looking busted lets me know that we're all in this together. Thank you, diamond rings, for being so beautiful and expensive that I'm too anxious to wear you outside of the house. My cats think you look really nice. Thank you, UMW Misconnections, for never letting me forget that strangers do not desire me. You really do keep me humble. Well, that's all the thank you notes we have for today. Let's continue on to our next segment, Tarot Time.
Hello. Oh, I went too far there. Hi, welcome to Tarot Time, the show where I teach you the meaning behind tarot cards. Now today we won't be focusing on the meaning of a specific card in particular, but what we will be focusing on instead is the difference between major arcana and minor arcana, because that's pretty important for you to know when getting into tarot. So major arcana, obviously it's major, it's very important. But what are they? So major arcana cards would be cards like the sun and the moon, the fool, the magician, the tower, the death card. Don't worry, the death card doesn't actually mean death. But point is, they're those big cards that people usually make a big deal about. You'll see them on like t-shirts, or people will get tattoos of them, or like even like right here jewelry, like I have the moon right here. But major arcana, they usually pose issues or karmic cycles, like big problems that you need to pay attention to. So when you get them in a reading, those are usually big things that you want to be paying attention to. For example, let's say that you got the moon in a reading. So the moon, if you got in a reading, you really want to be paying attention to that, because the moon is basically saying, hey, there's this big issue, like somebody's basically putting up these illusions or putting on a show when really they're doing something behind your back, like they're scheming and they're lying to you. They're not being truthful with their intentions, and you need to watch out for yourself. So it's basically warning you, it's showing you a big issue. It can also teach karmic life lessons and cycles, like I said. For example, let's say you got the Emperor in reverse. It's basically telling you to not be an asshole. It's telling you to swallow your pride and not be egotistical. So it can teach you some things as well, make you self-aware if you aren't. So that's my major arcana. Now let's delve into minor arcana. So minor arcana is divided into 4 sections. I made a little card for you guys here. It's divided into 4 sections. So we have the cups, the pentacles, the swords, and the wands, each of which also respectively have an element attached to them. So cups are water, pentacles are earth, wands are fire, and swords are air, which obviously we have water, earth, air, and fire signs for zodiac signs as well. And each of these respectively have a king, queen, knight, page, ace, and then 2 through 10. So a quick example of that would be Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, and then 2 of Cups through 10 of Cups. But yeah, so that was a pretty quick summary of major and minor arcana. I hope that you enjoyed and I hope that this was helpful. In the next episode, we will be discussing the Fool and the Magician. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. Bye!
Thank you, everyone, for watching the show. And now, a musical piece with my dear friend Jesse Fry.
Thank you everyone for watching tonight's show. Tune in next week for more like this. Bye.
Bye.